Hi, I'm Kent. Welcome back to DDADDS. So, we finished up a date with Joseph, and I guess I'm doing second dates with people, but I'm gonna try to do the second date be it 2 per episode, and then hopefully cut it down another time. So, I feel weird going on dates with Joseph because he's married. So I'm probably not gonna do him just for that reason. So we'll probably do Matt and Damien and then Brian and Hugo. I'll probably pair those two as well because Matt and Damien are higher up for me than Brian and Hugo. So I'm gonna go in reverse order of who I think would be my favorites. So we're gonna start off with Hugo. Thoroughly. Whoops, you're not the back button. It's only like 3 dates per person, right? Yeah. Okay. Start off with Hugo. Because I wanted to make sure it was like 3 dates per person. Although maybe there's a 4th date that's once you get past 3. Should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. Type out a message on Dadbook. You still want a cheese board? Response within a few minutes. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Whoops, sorry, meant that for another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook's a little light on the content, and I think this would really round it out. Huh, let me get back to you after class ends. I like this bird that's on this chair. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now. Nap. Dad nap. Yes. Called it. Hop on the couch and turn on some antique Road Warrior for background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor / bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. I'm jolted awake by a message from Hugo. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. I get off work in a little while, and I will continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. Film without a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details, and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Amanda walks in the room just as I'm about to leave. That was more like a slide. She slides in the room just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? Just getting home from school. Where are you going? Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The board? A cheese board. That's what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. You be able to defend yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live, but only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, Betty. That ball's in your court. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. Maybe a bit of fig jam. Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now I gotta go see a man about some manchengo. Please leave. Walk into a quaint French diner with Hugo, and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day? Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Colin started a gambling ring, and the pictures of Jackie Chan were just covered. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Is that the one where parents think they mean sex stuff? Those ones, yeah, but the reports are just the sensational news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents as usual. At least I hope. Thanks.
Hey!
Right now I'm very ready for some fine wine and delicious cheese. Waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put cheese in my mouth, and recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
Oh!
We'd love to play, right, Ken? Yeah, sure. Waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. It's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna know a single thing. Kent. Turn to see Matt and Brian with their daughters. Looks like they're ready for trivia. Come up to our table and greet us. Hey guys, you all here for the old question and answers game? Yep, we come here every week. Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmenstia and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone 2, lost in New York, has been reigning champions for the last month. Man, Brian's great at trivia too, that raises the stakes. Great name though. Solid team name. It's Carmenstia's claim to fame. It hurts me knowing how good I am at puns. Like father, like daughter.
Hey.
You guys gonna give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. I will destroy you. I will raise your homesteads and burn your crops, salting the earth in my wake. You'll look up to the sky and ask of an uncaring God why you have been forsaken. You will hear nothing in return. Are we still talking about trivia? I don't know, Brian. Are we? We'll have to think of a good team name, but I think this will be fun. Good luck. Oops. Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Harvadi, like it's 1999. Ah, real monsters. Craigslist Swiss connections. I'll do Swiss connections. That'll do just nicely. Comes with our cheese board and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry reserves and slide into dairy-induced ecstasy. There's such a fine variety of cheeses that I'm positively overwhelmed. Quick dip into the seasoned nuts, a slice of savory yet salty Gouda, perhaps a crisp topped with honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy. I'm just crying over cheese.
Oh!
Cheers to cheese. Hey, hey. A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. Everybody ready for some trivia? Restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. Actual name's Wizard. I just like alliteration. More cheers. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me.
Hey!
Haha, I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. Are you okay, sir? First category is literature. Excellent. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. Is he okay, though? Well, jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. You've got this literature stuff, right? We're just gonna ignore him. Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque insect-like creature? Yes? This is the continent that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien. Other notable sites includes Angasgard, Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the English name for this continent? I've never read Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I didn't even click a thing.
Correctamundo.
Did I actually click the right one? Who's the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter's of Mars? I don't know.
Correct.
Okay. Sure. Edmond Dantes is better known as this man.
Wrong!
Walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Oh, nice cheese plate you got there. Thank you. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good. Great. Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed lactose intolerance later in life. Sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression. Oh. But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose not to let your throat close up when you eat brie? Anything? Again, I'm trying to workshop my routine here. As Master Crane wanders off to another table. Let's start the next round. Poor guy. Next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat to them just for days on end because possessing over a fictional universe is easier than dealing with my real emotions problems. Same, bro. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay? I think it's just his character, I hope. How's your cinema? Spotty, I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke S. live? I've never seen Star Wars. I'm shooting myself in the foot on this date. I don't know a single thing. Your promise?
Wrongo!
Nope. An entertainer makes a fourth wall-breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2. Never seen it. Don't know. Who knows? Which of the 80s horror movie Which one of these 80s horror movie dies not featuring an Indian burial ground as a part of its setting? Indian.
Correct.
Okay. Seems like we're doing well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. Look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. Look eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. Okay, we're totally boned. Hugo grabs my arm. Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Please. It's been so long since I've been held. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. I feel ya, buddy.
Alright.
Let's start the quiz. Remember, this is the lightning round. Just people to answer, get the points. He's gonna win it. I don't... This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes, the enthusiast over there. Steve Austin debuted as the Ringmaster. That's correct. This was the city. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. Shoots up again. This one looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. Held in New York. New York, Madison Square Garden in 1985.
Correct.
Another correct answer. Nice. Thank you, Hugo. Guys, I don't know a single one. Never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kind of hot. Ooh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him. Charco versus Kane. Oh, sorry, Bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. No, that's absolutely wrong. The full record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane at WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one choke slam and pinned him for 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty.
So sad.
Hey man, I'm just reading the cards here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. Are you my ex-wife? Crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back to his chair. Fine. Wow, Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling? Oh, you just pick stuff up. That sounds suspicious, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. Turn my attention back to the quizmaster. Alright. We're down to the final category, and it's Close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Brian and Matt, high five. And Craigslist Swiss Connections. Hugo and I, high five. We look over to Brian and Matt. Carmen, Stina, and Daisy, all playfully giving us thumbs down and stick their tongues up. I ate a big chunk of cheddar without bringing eye contact, just to show them how serious I am. Final category is cool animals. Animals, huh? I can never take care of another living thing. No, I can barely take care of myself. Haha, I'm falling apart. I still feel ya. Anyway, here's the question. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal?
Wrong.
Canary? Unless I read that wrong. What's the last animal that appears in the dictionary? I really want to pick this, but I feel like it's wrong.
Wrongo.
Who knows? Mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature.
Incorrect.
Alright, I'm just gonna come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil will fulfill all your needs. Everyone oohs and ahs. God, I want the gift card. We're not gonna get it, buddy. Quizmaster goes in the back to tally the score. I pick it, we'll stuff it over a cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker. A little bit of honey and dried apricot. So what are your plans after our big win? I'll probably retire. Take Amanda somewhere tropical. Drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling rig. Put it all on black. Walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style.
Oh.
With the last piece of Havati? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. A couple of minutes, the Quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win? Really hope it's us. It's not. I can already tell you. We had a lot of goofs, lots of laughs. A little bit of crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... Provolone 2. Yeah, sorry. One down, get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care Repair. Phil non-local service
That
is...
master quiz.
God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. Brandon ran up and grabbed the coupon and bowed to the roaring applause of the crowd. I do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia. Only raised eyebrows and shouted. Look at them next time, kid. I haven't heard the last of Craigslist Swiss Connections. Hugo and I walk back towards our cul-de-sac full of cheese and a sense of defeat. Brian's good, but I saw some tactical weakness there, which I think we can exploit for the next trivia.
Oh.
You seemed weak on literature. I think if we can establish ourselves early on, it would hurt team morale. Maybe it would get them more focused on cheese than winning. You're right, next time we'll be prepared. Shame about that one arm wrestling question, though. Arm wrestling question? Wrestling question? Don't know where I got arm wrestling from. I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were at the ring yourself.
I don't know.
Oh, it's just stuff I know. I'll drop it. Alright. But hey, good trivia night. Let's get the band back together soon. Certainly. You and I say our goodbyes and make our way back home. It only takes me a minute to walk home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading. I don't. This book is all pictures.
Aww.
Nice. Even then, my patience is being tired.
Aww.
Did you eat all the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who eats breakfast for dinner? Hash browns. Okay.
Hey!
Toast dipped in eggs. Blueberry pancakes. Well, only if you help me make them. You know I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler. And also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find in the fridge. I didn't really do good. should have known.
I give this the old man and the C.
That was awful, right? Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? Crying immediately stops. Not right now. I sound strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Oh god. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? Obviously not. I don't want to talk about it. But I can't... Can I not do something where, like, I just make her food or just, like, sit with her? I have to pester her about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. I'm gonna try one more time. If she still fusses at me, I might reload. Something must have happened. Amanda, get up. Okay. Quickly leave and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. For a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Oh. Okay. These are just short-lived, but it always hurts. Step back at the kitchen table, look at the picture of Amanda I have hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Faces a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. Remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. So I put the bike away. She just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her out for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. Start rummaging around for ingredients. Here Amanda walked in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room, where she's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. Pull out a cake from the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Aww. It looks kind of awful with this all falling around. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad, and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry, and it gives me a big ol' hug. grab some plates and forks and serve us some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know where to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Ah.
I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. I don't remember. I think it's this?
Yes.
Ooh. Dodged a bullet there. Okay.
Ah.
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? She's been spending a lot of time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was on my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned it from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I had told about the crush was Emma R. She promised not to tell anyone. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Amanda sighs. Then one day, I invite everybody to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I told them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were all out of chips, and I really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway, get food, go to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, and Emma R, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Ha! Yes, I know. And so I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. Grace drops a nacho in her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma R is just like, glares at me. Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... Gossip Girl? I know.
Oh.
Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry, and I was really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R say? Oh, okay, below this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Oh, God. Pulls out her phone, reads word for word a ridiculously long string of text messages. Okay. Can you believe that? Oh, you're not going to tell me what it was. I cannot. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me. I am trying my hardest to be supportive. Oh, I thought it was... They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read. And then... Wait, left me on read? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there's our read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend like I understand. Gotcha. So while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. Then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? He tells me Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. I think you've lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everyone dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R has been been there for me since Mom died. I can't believe she was just snappy in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset she lied to me about it for so long. Stabs at the remnants of cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad.
Oh.
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. Your friends basically ditched you. You have the right to be mad. You have the right to be mad if your friends all lied to you. Else you've been secretly a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a modern monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Just save real quick, in case my fatherly advice isn't enough. Both these... I mean, all of them, but I'll do real friends. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain a meaningful friendship. It took me a long time to figure that out for myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says more about their character than it is about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. Aw, you're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Aw, stop.
Welcome. You've got dads.
My angel. I love her. Best child. 10 out of 10. I love her. Okay, we're gonna go hang out with Brian. I don't know how I can handle that though, this heart-wrenching tale that just happened about my daughter. Hey, DZ and I are going fishing tomorrow. You're in or out? Oh, I have a message. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still though, I have to accept. Tie back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all this fish. And my lawn could use another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour I'd previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda comes in the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese, not chompy cheese, for a reason, Amanda.
Dad!
Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become master of fishing overnight? You went fishing with the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. Nope. You're on your own. Bye. The stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie the knot and stuff. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I applied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door. Within half an hour, I severely burnt my hand. They told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar for that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, Brian's just... He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposely reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him as no game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, I know that's what's happening here.
Dad.
Alright, Pops, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning? Night, Panda. Brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed. My alarm and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand, beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On a long drive home, my father bought a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. Sitting on the boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't know why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water to wait, and my whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch my line disappear into the depths below. Used the wrong lure. Looked up and saw my father just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pulled the lure up and tried to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. Try casting again, but I can't get my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. Gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're gonna catch trout, buddy. God, I get scared. Don't do that. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I guardedly slip on clothes to get ready. The spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls comforter over her head. Never. Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Like father, like daughter. Didn't I start the game by saying, just give me 5 minutes? Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to give me a wave. I leave her room and make some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing her eyes, but we'll walk up to see Brian. He's stuck down in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day today. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. Walk over to the driver's door and open it. Woof woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Kit sit. Maxwell obediently hops in the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles into Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. Ready for an adventure? Ready for glory. Just save real quick before I have to try 100 times to fish. Struggle to stay awake and we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass. So where exactly were we headed? It's about an hour north of here. God, to fish? The little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. But everything we need so we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole's in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. I am digging a hole here. Stare out the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusty pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaves back in the bush. After a quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. Bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. Ooh. Step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. Kids wake up and wander over the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great, still in one piece. Hold on, help me out with Maxwell. Place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Oof oof. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. I can swim. Oh. Suit yourself. Should I not have done that? I'll take the life vest. No. Let me be safe. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I knew that. If I win, I'm counting on you to rescue me. There. Suit yourself. Wait, do I not get a life vest any which way? Turns to Amanda and Daisy. We're still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish? I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Hurls the rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them.
What?
Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the water in the boat. Get onto the lagoon, Brian shoves off. Paddle together to get ourselves into the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see if we can catch more fish. Oh, Jesus, hang on. I have to defend my honor again. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. Ha 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 ha. I thought about making that joke, but it was so obvious that the game beat me to it. I was thinking a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole slaw, the Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit, the Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for pruning. You're on. Oh god, don't say this. Why am I like this? I have to win now. I'm gonna have to keep reloading. Suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish folly probably will one day be my undoing. Watch as Brian ties a lure into some stuff I don't quite follow with this fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. Stare down the tackle box and the pole in my hand. Put some bait on the hook. I thought about insulting them, but I'm sure I'll be doing that on my own time anyway. Fish a worm out of the styrofoam box Brian bought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it out there. Just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, there's blood everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up from a mile away, no? I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Tie a knot or something. Take my bowl and tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot I will cast my heavenly line upon unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. Look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. Pull my rod back, launch the lure as hard as I can. The lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. The skull error drives the pressure down. Ha, go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. He hands me his pole with a smile and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Oh, Jesus. Fishing around here is easy. They all group up. All you have to do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. Oh, it's bejeweled?
Match that fish. Now you're fishing. Now you're fishing.
Oh. I see. Okay.
Match of the day. Now you're fishing.
Catch of the date. I had to get 2,000 to get that achievement. Kinda wanna do that. Look over Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly the fishbowl jumps in my hand, I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. Flip the pole picks down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in. Finally get the fish straight up to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Hands me a net. It's all yours. Lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. The fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That saw pole is mine. Oh my. The entire canoe tips over with me in it. I find myself sinking into the lake. Should have taken life vest. All of a sudden, I'm braced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. Finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddle circles around us, having a great
I
time.
don't know.
You alright? Does that count as one?
Oh,
Well, seeing as all our fish are swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Let's get you to shore. Flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We're back to the shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Want to hand me yours? Yes, okay. Reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. Suddenly wish I had done more setups in my life. Or any setups at all, really. Nothing you've bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like silly lunch will have. The day is young, we can fish from shore. As Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple lures up by the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to put the kebab on the... Put the... Kabosh. God, I was like, kebab? What are we doing? Frying up pants for dinner? Competition for now, until another day. Stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. You didn't lose those in the water? And now we're back to waiting. Where'd the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and have installed themselves as leaders. Take a look around at sun-crust tree lines. Warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature's beautiful. Mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh, I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick at the woods. Throw the stick as hard as I can into the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby low legs can carry him, which is not very fast. It is very cute. Oh, nice throw. Thanks. Turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. very good and speedy. You're the world's champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Scratch those ears. Yeah. I give nice scratches behind his floppy ears. He responds in kind by licking my face. He really likes you. Merrick, be careful. He's gonna try to follow you home if you keep that up. Scratch his ears more intensely. I'm gonna steal your dog, Brian. We both laugh, but I'm only kind of kidding. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish began routinely pulling up on Brian's lines. I watched Brian effortlessly fully the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we would know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerged from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad, Bod's patrol. I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation and demand you both put some shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt and I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Ugh.
Right. You can do both. You could study bugs and be covered in mud. Take a seat around the fire. Serve this delicious fish. Paper plates. Why is everybody so good at everything? Fish taste okay? Both nod furiously. Mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great, I guess. Old Harding family recipe. Where are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out on the lake, and then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all of that gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Kent? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Can't believe you just covered for me. Gosh, even now it humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including his world-famous sense of humility. Finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head up. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and Maxwell under the backseat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. Aw. I love that. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. Press my hand against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I had dozed off in the car. I subconsciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. I'm ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for going out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself and loads the car. Man and I get inside and immediately collapse on the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish. Ugh, stop. Why do you care so much? Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number and he's rubbing my face in it. Dad, I love you, but you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I was gonna say, that's not... I am a tired slut. I mean, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. We're just both asleep, just right there. God. I got about half fish points.
What an amazing date!
The go ask your mother tip kills me every time. Take the long way home. I'm already home. What's with this, like, extra stuff going on between dates now? It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decide to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of the suburban city with a low crime rate and wide, walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. Order a beer from the bar and settle in. Turns out that my team isn't playing, but I can certainly still enjoy the game regardless. The bar is usually crowded, and the feeling over shared love for game makes me smile. Sports are nice. Look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger eye, she looks so sad.
Oh.
She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. I'll say hi. Decide to go and say hello. I walk over to Ruth. She doesn't look up. Is the seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take the seat anyway, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Sure. Side out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out for a hand to help her, and she waves me away. I got it. She clearly does not got it.
Hey.
You know what? Hang out here for a second. Walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just she usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets? Nah. Ain't her thing. Huh. Head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out the seat directly onto my arms. Still raining a little bit. Take my coat off and put it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear that she might hit on me, or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry to have you see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I just... Sorry. It's alright.
Hey.
Sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. Is she okay? As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary start to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong?
Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake? Come on, Mary, it's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile.
Hey.
You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh.
Welcome.
Indeed.
You've got dads.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cut that here once again. So thank you all for watching. I will be doing Matt and Damien next time. So look forward to that. Or if you don't like them, don't look forward to that. I'm still gonna do it. So, hey.